folks, we're back. So I figured I'd get the finale to this game taken care of just to get the next completed project on my channel. So I've been playing this game since April, and it's, you know, just about late May, so it's time to get this forward. So I like this court, you know, this is interesting. I actually do a lot better in this game than I do in any other match that I play. So the New York Open is the final one. It's kind of like hell, you know. But so I've got a nice little bonus treat at the end of this video. I figured there has to be some sort of finale, considering that the finale that you guys get, I suppose I'll just spoil it. It's really, I mean, I figured if you do better, they probably have a more involved scene, but it's really trite and to the point. Pretty much unconcerned with the unrelenting difficulty that the game has, but it's not like it wasn't fun to play. But I'll tell you, it's you really have to buckle down to be able to do this. So, but yeah, there's a nice treat at the end that'll happen. So I've learned how to get it past this guy. I know using the X button really kind of stamps the ball a bit and makes it go to the edges of the court, which you have to use when they're at a corner of the court. It's a good trick to do is when they're on like the left or the right side, just hit the X button and it'll probably go the other way. I don't ever use the Y button. You know, I've noticed that every time I try using the Y button, it is just out. I mean, it happens every time, so I just don't. I use A, X, and B buttons, but this happens to be the thing. So, see, just like that, I mean, that allows for me to kind of get like some good stuff going. I kind of wish, I mean, I don't know, I was kind of under the impression, like Mario Tennis, when I remembered that game, you didn't necessarily have to win 6 times in order to do it. I think it was only 3. Which I kind of wish that that would have been the case, because I probably might have been able to pull off a couple victories had I, like, been able to not have to win 6 times. I mean, I suppose that's actual tennis, is you do have to win 6 times, but I mean, some of that stuff, if it's just a one-set game, it should probably be that much simpler. Because you do have to win 5 times before you can get the set point, and that allows them, the losing person, multiple times to catch up. That's kind of the thing. I mean, once you reach a point where it's like, okay, I've won 4, I mean, it can get to the point where you can win 5, and then they can win 3 in a row, and you're winded by that point. So, I mean, it's kind of the thing, is it's trying to say that. But so yeah, tennis matches go on for longer, and of course, I don't know after they win a game if you're allowed to like go get some water, go to the bathroom, that sort of shit. I don't know how it goes if you're just expected to play, because running across the court, I know that would get tiring. That's why I think doubles is probably easier for most people, but you think about it, it's like, okay, we're going to go to commercial break, so it's like, yeah, I get to take a sip of something, you know, but it doesn't really elaborate on that. It's just a video game, but still. Curse this game being come out in 1991. Like the whole damn thing, I would have liked more evolved scenarios, but there's really no sequel to this game. I think it's a complete one-shot game just because there's, I mean, they didn't do a Tennis 64, and there was a Tennis for the NES, but that's virtually it. That doesn't feel like this is a sequel to that, so. Play. Yeah, this is probably the best tennis game that doesn't feature Mario for any Nintendo console, I have to say. It's reaching a point where I'd be able to say that, because I don't know if I would want to mess with like GameCube or Wii or Wii U tennis games, even if they had like a decent story mode. So, but even then, I mean, when I think about it, like the PlayStation and Xbox, they don't have terrific tennis games either. That is kind of the thing there. It's kind of, when you mention tennis, I'm beginning to think that this might be the game that you have to go to, despite how old it is and stark it is.
Cool.
Of course, you can always just watch real life tennis and get to know the people and their statistics and their playing stats and that sort of stuff. Just learn about some of the people. But with coronavirus, you might as well play a game like this. And it was fun. That's the thing. I mean, Cobalt and I had fun. And it was just random and off-key to the point where it actually had some degree of, like, fun shit to sit there and do. I wasn't expecting to... I mean, I'll tell you, I still remember the first day I played this game after all that time, and I was pissed off. I was ready to just, take it out and not even bother with the project of doing this. It's because I was like, how the fuck am I going to lose the first fucking match that I play of this game? Like, first opponent is whipping my ass like that. Just didn't make sense. But luckily, because I was under the impression, I mean, most video games, when you lose, you don't progress, but this game just kind of lets you do it. So, but once again, I have no clue as to what the ending would be like if you actually ranked higher. I would assume that if you got within like the top 5, you'd at least get to see a better ending. There's probably 3 versions of the ending, I would say. So I placed 14th. So. The thing, he's got to keep him on the run. That's the key to winning this if you're actually getting to the New York Open normally. So that shouldn't have been out. That bounced before. The game, I don't know why it does that. I mean, you have to be at like the right spot to be able to. That ball just bounced just a little bit further than it needed to. Or it's just a little bit out of range. That was a good serve. I'll admit that.
Play. Ball.
I was trying to do... This game kind of prevents you from doing good serves just because you have to, I mean, if you get a fault and you do it at the same spot, you'll basically get a double fault. So you have to kind of move around to kind of figure out where to go. I really like using the B button serve, but it gets faults a lot. I mean, that's your best button for serving, but it only works like probably 30 or 35% of the time. 40%, something like that, some low number. Even the computer doesn't use it that often. A service ace just doesn't happen all the time.
Play.
Alright, so we just got 4 minutes left. So what will happen? Will there be double faults? Will there be more outs? Will there be service aces? Will there be deuces? Keep watching, viewers. You should definitely have some snacks afoot. I've said that in the past. I think I probably said like part 3, part 4, something like that. Get some snacks going, popcorn, pizza, chicken. Keep it up, just fully encourage a pizza party from this sort of thing. You got your party right here. You got your ticket to a shindig, Super Tennis by Acid Roots, in some cases Cobalt. Double fault. Yep, there would be a double fault. It's funny watching the computer struggle sometimes. Is because I don't know how they do it. Like, it's too bad that you can't physically see them get pissed off. Because you can almost relate that to them getting pissed off. Like, I bet that pissed the computer off, but there's no physical way of telling that. Just idiotic. third game. Yeah, that's right. I just could get 3 more. I'd do it. Now, wouldn't that be something to win? I don't know how well I'd still do, but...
Fault.
Yeah, but he starts upping his tactics and shit. Yeah, that was a cheap move. I was expecting something more, but... So get ready for the ending, viewers. That's what's going to happen. You'll see what happens, and just the resounding continued cheapness of this game, as if, like, too bad, better luck next time, oh well. Sucks to be you. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Keep on keeping on.
Fault.
Crowd's cheering. They're sitting there clapping for him. It's like, whose side are you on? You're supposed to be on the player 1 side. There should be like boos and shit, you know. Guess who wins the tournament in general? You'll see that soon enough also. And not just this tournament, but all 8. Oh, Brian got 460 points. What the fuck, dude? I mean, he must have won every single time. I don't know how much you get for one thing. Alright, that's it, folks. So, thanks for watching. Enjoy yourself, and have a good night.